Welcome to the Monday, November 25th edition of Things You Might Not Have Heard. I am Jay Cleveland Payne, just excited, jumping the gun today. Glad to be with you here for Things You Might Ought to Know. These are things that are the fun stuff we produce for you, not just the gloom and doom and just the overly just icky stuff that's, Trump presidency. We like to get some fun things in. So birthdays, history lessons, a great celebration. Your celebration is a reminder you better not forget. And one more thing to get you out of here for the day. Starting off with our birthdays, the funnest of the fun stuff. And we kick things off with the everyone's biggest crush from the 90s. That is, of course, Christina Applegate. She is turning a miraculous 53 years old on the day. Now, she's been diagnosed with MS since 2021, and in the 3 years since has progressed pretty rapidly. You've seen her work from where she was still trying to do work to the fact that now she's not doing very much work, and most of the things she's doing is essentially advocacy for the disease, for the thing, to show that people with this incident disease, people that have this condition, can actually function. There are many people out there you don't know who are functioning every single day with some level of multiple sclerosis, and her having this aggressive form right now and her having a great platform to champion it is one of the blessings of the actual downfall, the silver lining to this cloud that is her going through these things. So we're missing out. She was in the middle of doing a great series on Netflix and just had to stop really working because she was just in the thralls of this disease. So we're glad that she's still here to champion it. Glad she's still here to just be a light and a voice and just a positive person. So happy birthday to Christina Applegate, who's 53 years old on the day. And everything she fights is a day that we all fight with her. Also fighting for a new host is Jenna Hager, who's 43 years old today. She was sort of a surprise get for NBC News when they chose her to basically replace Kathy Lee, who was an institution, to hang out with Hoda Kotb and making Hoda the old guard of the show, and Jenna showing the new face of younger generations. And now Jenna's looking for a new host because Hoda was like, I'm getting a minivan, I'm hanging out with the kids, peace out, we're done. We'll see who's going to actually take us over. Actually, we know it's going to be basically Jenna and friends, because Jenna is Jenna's they're gonna basically do guest host going forward. The other thing is the fact that it's not just her birthday, her sister, she's a twin. Jenna's sister has birthday too. Apparently not famous enough to put her in the list because she's not on TV. Happy birthday to the Bush twins, the daughters that were in the White House while the other Bush was there, the second Bush going forward. And birthday wishes going out. Great wishes to John Larroquette, who is 77 years old. He has had a new life going on with the new Night Court coming on, or the newer Night Court, if you can say it, the reboot of Night Court, and is very happy to be part of that. Essentially, he said he was drug into it by the stars saying, hey, he needed to come back since most other stars were not even alive anymore. And so he's back there. He's playing the old role with a new twist. And this season, another new twist to the role. So if you've not watched the show, go binge on some of the backups and see what's going to happen as it comes back to life in a few weeks for Night Court. John Larroquette, Christina Applegate, and Jenna Hager. Great birthday trio, plus the other sister. So make that a quad for the day. I should know her name. It wasn't listed there. It just not popped to me like, oh, yeah, she's a twin. I should have pulled that out there. Bad journalist, John Payne, bad journalist. Let's move on to our history lessons. This isn't journalism. This is just writing down history and reading it back to you. On this day in 1865, this was the day that Alfred Nobel patented dynamite. And from dynamite, the powerful explosive used in some good cases for mining and clearing fields, and in some good cases, not so good cases, I'd say, in war and making bigger bombs. From the money made from the patent and the sale of dynamite, Alfred Nobel started off his initial Nobel Prize, and that would go on to be a much bigger prize going forward. But this is where the Nobel Prize came from and why we know who Alfred Nobel is. He created a tool which became a tool of destruction and war. And from that, he wanted to basically amend, and he made this prize for people who did good things. We're proud for that. And we're also actually kind of proud for dynamite because it has been a great tool for us over these years. In 1984, 36 top musicians gathered in Notting Hill, West London, England, a studio, and recorded Band Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas in order to raise money for famine relief in Ethiopia. This was a big deal back in the 80s where you had all these commercials of, starving children in Ethiopia and the jokes that went along with them. What's been sort of the bane of the existence of the song is it's a staple in the Christmas rotation that will start pretty much right at the end of this week during after Black Friday, after Thanksgiving, where all stations, radio stations that still exist, most of them go to a flood of Christmas music. And this will be a song that's played over and over again because it's not really a Christmas song, and it's very, very sad Christmas song. It's also a song that's dated by its time and era. But at the time, this was one of the largest gatherings of musicians to come together for any sort of movement. I mean, this was for Band Aid, which is essentially a concert series to feed people in countries that were in need. Of course, this would come to be a part where we'd have USA for America because we couldn't let the Brits do their own thing. That would come down a little bit later. But this song, Do Not Know It's Christmas, which isn't necessarily a bad song. It's just not the song you want to hear in cheery Christmas times, and not actually a Christmas song. Even though Die Hard's a Christmas movie, this technically isn't a Christmas song. And let's deal with the Bushes one more time. Let's deal with Jenna's Pop, who is President George W., as he signed the legislation creating the Department of Homeland Security and appointing Tom Ridge as its head the very first time. One more job for Donald Trump to have to find someone to do where people will complain about. I had to throw that in there. Now, celebrate a good time or get out your calendar and mark a time you definitely best not mess up. Now, it's almost impossible not to forget that Christmas is the 25th of December, but guess what? Black Friday is a few days away. So shopping really amps up right now. You should have been collecting things on the way. If you don't have that gift by December 25th, you have no excuses. 30 days, 1 month until Christmas. At this point, you're in the red zone. It's ready to hit that spot. You are there. The magic is coming. Find some trees, find some garland, find the gifts, get them now so you're not butted up at this, 7 days out from Christmas when you're worried about Amazon getting your package in or the postal service screwing it up. You have the power to do this now. This is serious, people. November 25th means 25 days. Well, 30 days, 25 days till 5 days from 1 month. You're almost there. 30 days until Christmas. Don't screw it up, Scrooge. Don't screw it up. And one more thing. Researchers say a facial scar, like one inflicted in a fight or from a tough job, increases men's attractiveness to women for a short-term relationship. Men's attractiveness to women for a short-term relationship. Show pictures of men with or without scars, different scars all over the place, and women rated scars on faces as better looking. Scars did not enhance women's attractiveness to men. Therefore, women seeing men's faces with scars made them look better. Men seeing women's faces with scars did not. Results show that scarring enhances women's ratings of men's attractiveness for the short-term relationships, but it actually doesn't stand for a long term. It's the bring them in there like, oh, that guy's hot, but something else must keep them going. Now, my little scar on my eyebrow, which I got when I was 2, which I'm pretty sure I got just falling off a swing set, wasn't from any actual fisticuffs. I just was silly and fell off the swings in my head and got a scar. Apparently, my wife likes that, and this long-term relationship has gone well with that one. But I'm sure it's the fact that I actually, pay bills or things like that. This week, we are using the Black Friday week and this Saturday and Sunday as well to basically use me as a sponsor and promote some stuff here. So maybe you have a person who loves books. Maybe you have people who love specific books. Maybe there's a person in your life who loves politics and is a bit frustrated about the way things played out a few weeks back with the election. This is a book that I think can help at least get their mind straight and maybe motivate people to keep going even in times when things don't look so great. This book I produced and published it literally the week before the election, the Now What Network Manifesto. This goes alongside with the Now What Network website, nowwhat.network, that offers up ways that y'alls and I's can keep up with politicians and make sure they stay accountable to the work they're supposed to be doing. By accountable, I mean all politicians will break your heart. Whatever they promise you, they will not deliver on. They can't. It's impossible. So the best way you can do things, make sure they actually try their best or deliver more to you than them. Or if there's someone that actually said things that you didn't want to happen, try to keep those things from happening, is stay engaged in the political realm. And this will help you do that. There are 10 different tactics, 10 different ways that you can do things to make sure you stay engaged, including one of the most just obvious ones is keep reading up on politics, keep paying attention to what's happening, and of course, voting every time there's a chance to vote. It may not be a magical, large 4-year full election for a president, but it might be a smaller thing. It might be an issue locally. It might be something that's middle ground. And the whole thing is to stay engaged on both your local politics and your national politics. The things that are going on in this state of Arkansas are a little scary right now, and people are freaking out because they should. But the best way to stay engaged in the process is to keep reading, keep learning, and voting for or against what it is you want to happen, because it makes a difference. Your vote counts. When you gather up enough people who are like-minded like you, your vote counts. And if your vote doesn't count towards the win, your opinion still counts, assuming you actually, and it really counts if you actually went and voted and had your say. So there are some ways in this book that you can stay engaged, including stopping by the nowwhat.network website and seeing some things we'll provide for you there along the line. So check us out online and check us out on Amazon. When you click the link in this presentation for this book, $10 on Amazon and paperback, $5 in Kindle print, or it's actually free if you have the Kindle Unlimited, because you read other books you want to, and it's on other bookstores as well. We'd like you to stick around and help us stick around as well. So we need you to like, share, and subscribe to the work we do. Both things you might also know, the fun stuff that you're seeing today, and when we get back next week with things you might not have heard, the longer form stories of news articles from the past day that we give you as the ones that are really being conversated about, really talked about. Some things are really worth chatting up, not just what's kind of put into the rundowns on the national scene. And my commentary, but along with sprinkled in, because I read the commentaries from you guys out there, what you guys are thinking, what people are saying about this. So it is a real conversation. Yeah, this is a one-part monologue because I'm just talking to the ether. But we do provide conversations here with things you might not to know, fun stuff, and the news of the day. So check it out. And as you do, like, so that more people can see that what's worthy, share directly with people who would enjoy the stuff, and subscribe so that you yourself cannot miss out on the moments when this happens. Now, some of these things are actually live produced. We're going to probably start producing this show here ahead of time and just dropping in early in the morning, so it won't no longer be on the live feed, because we can do that. We just found ways it works out well, and it makes the morning a little faster as well. But if you want it back to be live, you let us know. You comment us. You email us at our website. This is the conversation. Email us at our email address, theconversationinbox@gmail.com. Visit us at our website, this is conversationproject.com, and find many calls to action, including finds for sponsorships, partnerships, and whatnots. And let us know what we can do to go forward. We're having fun so far producing these things. We've only got 2 days in so far for the ahead of time stuff. And so, for whatever reason, because I'm explaining so many things, it's going a little long. So apologies for that. But we're going to tighten that up going forward. And we'll probably start doing this, recording these ahead of time on Thursday or Friday, and popping them in the scenes for the rest of the week, so you can just see them naturally just go live. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be cathartic. I think that's the word. I think we're done. I think I should stop talking now. Monday, November 25th, 2024. Thank you so much for being a part of us at the show here and all the shows we do. Like, share, subscribe, and of course, consider being a partner. We will see you again with more fun stuff, more things you might not know happening on Tuesday.